You need to have enough viewers on Twitch where you have enough concurrent viewership to get a sponsorship from traders. How does Hex opening work? So what Hex does is they take a hypergeometric based distribution of all the possible hands your deck could draw, and then they trim the 10% most resource light hands and 5% most resource dense hands from that distribution. So basically everybody gains and loses the same regardless of how many lands specifically are in their deck, because the amount of benefit you're gaining is determined by the contents of your deck. There's a deck list on your screen. If you're on mobile, you can type !deck in chat and you'll get a link. This hand's pretty bad, right? No fetches, no green mana. This hand's okay. It's got Pretty Kitty into a Knight of the Reliquary. Trex, thanks for the bits. That sucks that you can't do it for mobile. Yeah, you do have to. You do unfortunately have to have a desktop computer to get them linked initially. How dare the comfy update? Ooh, a bit bomb. Thank you very much, Trex. Is this Storm again? Looks like Storm. Smells like Storm. Yep. Probably gonna be too slow here. Oh. This is a 2-3. I should have played a fetch land because I can't attack in here. I assume we're dead next turn. Hey, Claywalk33. Thank you very much for the tier 2 sub. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Tier 2 subs get to give a 10-point bonus to any deck of their choosing in the queue, so feel free to take a look at ! donation queue and let me know which deck in there you'd like to see a little bit sooner. I'd be happy to bump something up for you. Thank you for the support. I do appreciate it. I can concede, right? I did it for the badge. Be considered tier 0 subs. Well, the bigger the number, the better the subs. So you're like tier 4 subs, basically, Justin. I've got 4 pieces of hate in my sideboard. Let's do it. Path's pretty bad here. Just try and linear them. That's a cute Photoshop. That's a cute Photoshop, Cord. They likely had another ritual in their hand. I get it, we weren't strictly dead to the gifts, but unless they're really bad at their deck, they were killing us that turn. Yeah, do I want removal? The Helixes are probably better than the Explorers. I guess Renegade Rallier is a little medium. Let's do this. Let's do this. Somebody sent me this, which is very obviously Photoshop. It's a picture of legacy cards in Arena. They even were lazy and put left the opponent's standard deck in the picture. His hand's great. Mana Bond would be pretty good in this deck. You're not wrong. You're not incorrect. Mana Bond would be D+ here. Get to play our pretty kitty on one. Hopefully run him down. Got some wet balls for you, opponent. Ooh. Chat, if we draw running lands here, we get to kill them on 3. If we draw running lands, they die on the 3rd turn here. So we need to draw a land this turn, and we need to draw an untapped land next turn. Come on, come on. Damn it. There are 28 lands in our deck. 28. Lieutenant Khan, thanks for all the enjoyment and the zero tolerance for BS. Hope the streaming keeps working out for you. Thank you for the 2-month free subscription. I appreciate you using your Twitch Prime again here this month. Welcome back. Nah, I don't think I want cards that aren't, like, individually okay. Temur Battle Rage is only good when we already have a giant creature, and if we have a giant creature, they're probably dying anyways. We clearly need more lands, I agree. I agree, definitely an issue. If we hit a land next turn, I'll probably play Knight so we can kill them with Scapeshift the following turn. Man, that's frustrating. Alright, well, if they don't kill us next turn, we can kill them with the green source the turn after. We could die here, though. They could have Dork into Rituals. Details and how to submit deck lists you can find here. If you have any questions about specifics, feel free to message me. You're a silly I'm glad we could cheer you up, Sever. Hope you have a good rest of your weekend there. Fetch land. Fetch land. Don't bolt my dork. Don't do it. Have a heart. Alright. Fetch land, Stomping Ground Forest, all lethal. All going to send a flying kitty to the dome. Come on. Come on. Alright, so they definitely have enough lands at this point that I want to put Damping Sphere out, I think, and slow them down. They better not suck. I feel like I should make a reference about that if the underwear suck, you should pay extra for them, but that feels childish, so I'm not going to. See what I did there? See what I did there? That's rude. I liked my pretty kitty. Two damping sphere does in fact stack. I don't want to wait until Monday. I'm number two. Slip this between Eureka Tell and the Ley Lines. That's rude. Don't kill my knight. The kitty is allergic to grapes. So Any untapped land is lethal next turn, so you get to go Prismatic Omen into Scapeshift. No, that's not true, because Damping Sphere is symmetrical, so Damping Sphere would prevent us from doing that. Yeah, Nivik, you're that didn't, I don't know if it needs to be capitalized or something, or not be capitalized. Wet balls do stack, in fact. So, if they don't Echoing Truth us here, we should pretty much have this locked up. Why does it see no play? Well, I mean, it's just like a random fringe deck. Seems fine. I top 8'd a 8-round, 9-round tournament with this deck one time. Forgot how many rounds it was. It was 8 or 9. Look at that. There you go, Nivik. Thank you for the pile of bits. I appreciate it. Split these between Eureka Tunnel and Ley Lines will do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you're having a good start to your weekend. We do like to party here as well. Prismatic Omen and Blood Moon are timestamps, I believe. The Great Pyromancer's Ascension versus Wet Balls. All right. So you're dead. Boop. Kill you. Can we take a moment and appreciate Gadaxian Probe, such a messed up card. Phyrexia, again, just Phyrexia mana in general is just so offensive. Just definitely shouldn't be legal. It's possible this Rest in Peace in my board is silly and there should just be 4 Wet Balls. You are number 2 on the all-time board now. Should birthing? Yes, I would. If I was in control of the modern ban list, I'd give all the toys back. I'd give you Twin, I'd give you Birthing Pod, I'd give you Stoneforge Mystic, I'd probably give you Dig Through Time. There are a lot of toys that can and should be legal in modern that are not currently. Seems interesting. It's probably too slow, right? Yeah, Green Sun Zenith too. Green Sun Zenith's a fine card. Yeah, buddy. Pod back, Jeff for president. Thanks for the bits. I wanted some toys, but all I got were these Wet Balls. The type of magic that Dig Through Time encourages people to play is exactly the type of magic that's not good in modern. Dig Through Time encourages you to play fair, interactive magic decks. And I think that's a good thing. Yeah, rips a non-bow with a few of our things. It's a good draw. Put my modern staple Plated Geopede into play. Modern, okay, so everyone I've ever talked to that talks about pod and this crazy dominance that it's had, I'm like, can you go back and look at the events where pod was legal and just like understand that it wasn't this overbearing thing that people like to talk about? Because it really wasn't, chat. As someone who played Modern a lot the entire time pod was legal, it wasn't this overbearing oppressive thing. Just, it wasn't. Go back and look at the Pro Tours where Birthing Pod was legal. Jeskai Ascendancy wants Treasure Cruise, not Dig Through Time. Double blue mana. People automatically, having 2 colored mana in the casting cost is a big deal. Is a big deal. It is far, far less splashable. Why not explore to make the land drop? Because I didn't think about that because I was ranting and talking to chat. Chat is correct that we should have explored and made the land drop. Now I'm gonna miss 2 points of damage here. So I missed 2 points of damage, so I didn't get this landfall trigger. I'm gonna cast Explore. If we hit a land, we get to play a Knight. We didn't hit a land, but I still get to play the Sweat Ball out. Sure, Dig Through Time would go in some combo decks. I get it. Jeskai Ascendancy really isn't an overbearing deck, and it never was. It never was. It's okay. I don't understand how people can die to turn 3 to Storm and tell me that this is okay. Because this is obviously okay, right? Like, it's been legal for forever now. But you can tell me that, like, Jeskai Ascendancy is too good. So I can't play both of my things because Wet Ball is symmetrical. So this is preventing me from playing Steppe Lynx this turn. Nobody ever complained about Dig Through Time. Go back and check the boards and stuff. People always complained about Treasure Cruise and how splashable it was. It's okay for blue to have good cards, chat. It's okay. It's okay for blue to have good cards. I really think it is. Tilt. They're still missing land drops at least, so that's good for us. Joke's on you, opponent. Now I can play my pretty kitty this turn too. We could potentially die this turn. There's a very real chance, like, they've been missing land drops, so their hand is all spells. There's a very real chance they could go, like, 3rd land, mana creature, kill you. Are they dead next turn? Oh, jeez. Are they going to kill us from 2 lands? God, we're going to die from 2 lands, aren't we? Hopefully this is just a grape shot to clear our board. I guess they could go for empty here as well. God, we're gonna die this turn, aren't we? Just from 2 lands? That's so crazy. Feeling pretty dead. I guess maybe they don't have it and they're just like forced to go off because I think they're going to die next turn to our board. We'll see. They're going slowly, so like they only have 4 cards in their hand. They need like another ritual plus the Past in Flames to lock this up. Yeah, I think this is just a grape shot, keep your board in check turn. See, I feel like people no ban list Modern doesn't help you evaluate what cards should and shouldn't be banned in Modern, because no ban list Modern includes the cards that are very offensive and should very obviously be banned. Like, I don't need to play with Mental Misstep and Skull Clamp and Chrome Mox to know that they shouldn't be legal, right? Like, those aren't cards that I need to put in my deck to know that they should be banned. And like those cards are the types of cards that can like overshadow everything else in the format, basically. Glimpse of Nature, yeah. Like there's very obvious design mistakes that should be kept off, just should be kept banned in Modern. Like I don't need to play with them to know that these were mistakes and they shouldn't be legal. I'm pretty sure I'm not playing Omen this turn. Skull Clamp, yep. Hypergenesis, Rite of Flame. A lot of the fast mana, the things that cheat things into play really quickly. I'll be pretty surprised if we win this game from here. Just like this Ascension is just going to bury us very quickly. Wait, why did they point both bolts? Okay, that bolt's going there, right. We are only 1 land away from Scapeshifting, but that needs 2 more cards, so like, that's a lot of cards when we're on Stone Nothing. Alright. Oh my god, I just did... good lord. Well, that could easily cost us. I meant to click this first, and I clicked on the wrong card. That's why I floated my mana. So I missed 3 points of damage there with that sequence. Which actually means fetch land. Like, fetch lands would be lethal next turn if I'd have clicked on that in the right order. Because fetch land would deal 6, and then Helix would be lethal. Scapeshift is lethal. Oh, I did miss a thing on Plated Geopede earlier with sequencing 2, right? So they could be at 5 this game. What's going on, Basic? Howdy, howdy. Howdy to everyone coming over. We're gonna be hanging out playing Modern all day today. We're gonna do some Legacy at the end, Modern and Legacy all day. So, like, they could potentially be going to 4 here if I'd have sequenced my stuff a little bit tighter in the early game. Put these towards the turbo depth list in the queue. Chat demands more Legacy content. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate that. 10 out of 10 will do. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. So they got double sleight of hand. I assume we're gonna be dead here, right? Okay. Well, in the event they don't have a way to kill this, we have them dead this turn. We have them dead this turn. So they'd be dead already if I had sequenced better. I think I don't want more degenerate things in Modern. I'd like less degenerate things. I'm intentionally not casting this Lightning Helix because I don't want to give my opponent the ability to remand it because that would let them cantrip. So, like, they're not doing anything. So, like, their hand is obviously a bunch of bricks, and one of those bricks that they could have is remand. So, I am not intending to put this Lightning Helix on the stack unless my opponent is out of blue mana. Or they're putting lethal on the stack against us. I think it's optimal because they have remand in their deck almost certainly that I'd like to wait to the last possible minute. Oh, yeah, I just want to do it here now, right? Because if they remand me, I just cast it again. Yeah, that's true. Now that they've tapped low. Oh, I could have just replayed it on my turn too. Yeah, opponent had pretty bad beats. They were stuck on lands for a long time. I missed a bunch of points and we weren't punished for it. It's nice that this is a no justice stream. It's a no justice stream too. Quick 2-1 victory there over the Storm with the Aggro Scapeshift deck. Justice is blinded, so is Magic Online. Ain't that the truth? Yeah, this deck's got like... This deck has 2 separate game plans that are kind of cohesive together, which is neat. Hey, the Stinger MTG, thank you very much for the $10 donation. Towards the updated breakfast blade list I sent you last night. Perfect. I don't think I saw an updated list from you anywhere, Stinger. Drop me a message again. I don't remember seeing it. I think this hand's actually okay. There's something super aggressive, we could be in trouble, but I think this is an okay keep. Jess spent all afternoon trying to run Hearthstone through wine. I didn't have to work at all to make Hearthstone run through wine. It was literally just install it and then what did I do? I installed it and then I set it to run through DirectX 9. Yeah, I definitely have Hearthstone and Wine set up on my Lenovo tablet. We're really good against Goblin Guide. Our deck's got a lot of lands in it. Yeah, the next deck is a similar landfall style idea with Renegade Rallier to power it out, but it's a lower curve. It's more of a zoo deck as a backup plan as opposed to being a Scapeshift deck as a backup plan. A Assassin Class with the tier 1 subscription. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. As always, my subs are the people that help keep me here, so I appreciate the support. Welcome. No, I like the United States by and large. United States has been reasonable to me. I have family here. My wife works here. I could reasonably do my job from anywhere with internet connection, though. All right, so Scapeshift and them missing lands. I think that actually means I want to Rallier back a land here because we can just kill them in 2 turns, right? We have them dead in 2. Because we get to play Prismatic Omen next turn and then Scapeshift for lethal the following turn. like snapping this block here. And I'm not going to crack this fetch land because I don't want to take extra damage, I don't think. So cast this, play Valakut, pass the turn. Oh, I guess I could have played... No, I don't really want to shock myself for an untapped land there. And then they'll be dead next turn. We'll cast Scapeshift and they'll die. Opponent fumbled a little bit, and we were able to kill them. So we play this land out. So that's the steal 3. Scapeshift. Deep, deep, beep, beep, beep. I can do this job from anywhere with a fiber internet connection. All right, begin sideboarding. How about these ones, chat? How do we feel about these? Do these seem good? Where are we at on the Lightning Helix train? Prismatic Omen's very good in this deck. We actually haven't even gotten to night. With Prismatic Omen out, you can night Flagstones of Trokair to ramp. It's really, really quite awesome. I think I'm just trimming 2 paths and 2 nights for 4 Helix. Peace, Sever. Have a good one. I think I'm okay with this. I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself for a minute while I eat a granola bar. Blastoderm Man, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime support. There's a lot of excellent people streaming on Twitch right now. I appreciate you choosing to support my content this month with that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm just gonna do this now so we don't get skull cracked. All right, back to finishing my granola bar really quick. Let's hang tight. These aren't looking too good for our hero, chap. We really need to hit either another Helix or a Scapeshift ASAP. Already another spell. Is it a Shard Volley? It is a Shard Volley. All right, so we're going to 2 here. So we need to rip a Scapeshift in our next 2 draws and have them brick off. So pretty unlikely to win here. All right, by the grace of God, if we don't die next turn, Scapeshift is lethal. We're heading to game 3 here against Burn now. We beat Storm in the first match. I think I'm pretty happy with how I boarded. Maybe Explorer's worse than Knight. I'd buy that for $1. I think this is a keep. It needs some lands, but it's pretty good. We're on the play. Perfect. Got the URL this time, Stinger. Thank you. I'll get that added after I sign off tonight. Lands. Lands. All right, that's a Lightning Helix. I won't complain. Just gonna cast this now. We could get a free land off of this next turn, but I think it's worth just killing this to not get skull cracked. Eidolon here is gonna be pretty good. Oh. All right, that's decent for us at least. Probably just dead here. Maybe the sequencing of my Helix was wrong. Maybe I was supposed to just play the Geopede last turn and like hold the Helix for a scarier threat like Eidolon. Better Blaster seems okay. Cards that use my health total as a resource that I can't control are a little bit scary, I think. Feeling pretty dead here. Yep. Yep. What are the odds you can't kill a 3/3? Pretty low. You can see do a land searing blaze here. Stand up while we die, shall we? Been sitting for a little bit. Enjoy the ride up, chat. Second Eidolon. That probably means... Okay. Yeah, we just pass, right? Yeah, because they're dead to their own triggers, right? They can, like, attack us for 4 here, but then we block. No, if they attack us for 6, I just don't block, right? Wait, why did they suspend a Rift Bolt? There's no reason to block, right? They literally just can't cast this spell. This isn't optional to cast, right? Any of your upkeep remove a counter when the last counter is removed, cast without paying. That's not optional. I guess I'll play that. Triggers. Okay. Was not expecting to win. Oh, I could have Scapeshifted there, right? For lethal? Whatever. Yeah, I also had a lethal night attack. You know, just I wanted them to die to their own triggers to prove a point, I think. Thanks everyone for hanging out here today. My name is Jeff Hoagland. Hanging out, playing some Magic. I stream Magic full time here on this channel. If you're enjoying my stuff, please consider subscribing. My subscribers are the reason I'm able to do what I do as often as I do it. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. mtgotraders.com. I'd love to buy and sell some Magic Online cards with you. And if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com. Buy and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. And finally, Mac Weldon provides premium men's clothing. Using code Jeff Hoagland at bit.ly/HoogleClothes, you can save 20% on your first order of premium shorts, t-shirts, polos, underwear, all sorts of great stuff there. I'm getting really sick of all the other streamers playing Standard. I'm glad you're still playing fun formats. What's going on, Tarmagusi? Yeah, we played Standard the other day, and it was okay, but honestly, like, I don't think we're gonna go back to it just because, like, the market's so saturated. Like, I keep trying to, like, watch people play Modern in the evenings, and I'm just like, there's no one streaming Modern. This is so sad. This is where everybody starts rooting for the deck to go 2-3 for bingo reasons. Y'all are rude. Y'all are rude. Get Modern staple Plated Geopede into play here. How similar to this list is the one that I played in SCG, man? It's pretty close. The main deck's not that far off. The big difference is the addition of Renegade Rallier. It's a good draw, especially with Prismatic Omen here. And Nivik, yeah, for a $100 donation, I dip into a Vintage League for you. And the sweet part about this is, when my opponent passes me here, they don't necessarily know that we're playing a Scapeshift deck, right? So, like, they're actually, by interacting with our one game plan, they're accelerating us into our other game plan. Whenever I see like a Vendilion click, flash it and block maybe. That kind of makes me wish I would have played the Prismatic Omen out during my main phase. Some kind of delve spell? Oh, secure the way, sure. No, I think I just want to stick the Prismatic Omen, because having the Prismatic Omen in play makes my Scapeshift much better. Plus, I like don't have guaranteed lands as a follow-up for this Geopede. That's sad. They are playing Jeskai. It's a decent pickup. Especially with Knight of the Reliquary here. We can actually Knight, we can Knight Flagstones because Prismatic Omen's out and just like start naturally Valakuting them. It depends on the player, it depends on the matchup, it depends on the position I'm in the matchup. If I can afford to play around them knowing what's on. No, you need 6 lands, you need 6 mountains for Scapeshift to do something, chat. And the opponent is quite the chap in giving us our extra lands here. God bless you. Please tap out for a Jace or something stupid. Yeah, so the Flagstones trigger resolves after the rest of it happened. So even though there's a Flagstones there, that Scapeshift wasn't lethal. I'm aware you still need 6 total lands, chat. You need 6 lands with the Valakut being a mountain. I'm not just jamming the Scapeshift into a Cryptic Command here. I think that's loose. They do get to flip their Search for Azcanta this turn though, which is kind of scary. Snap Electrolyze me. This is actually kind of a sweet line. So when they electrolyze my 2 creatures here, I'm going to path the Steppe Lynx, which will save the Plated Geopede. I'm doing well this morning, Kyleo. So I'm probably going to play into a Cryptic Command on this turn, and the reason for that is my opponent's going to have Search for Azcanta flipped, which means if I don't play into Cryptic Command, they get to dig for Cryptic Command. So basically I want to make them have Cryptic Command before they have a chance to go looking for it. They didn't flip Search. Interesting. So they must not plan to activate it this turn. Yep, he's dead, Jim. I feel like I'm still in the market to make them have it here. There's a good chance they could kill us next turn. I guess this plays into Mana Leak. Alright, kill me. Feels like Cryptic Command the way they've played this game. Yep. Ooh, we have yellow cryptic commands now. That's pretty. I feel like every time Magic Online has an update, they like roll fucking dice to decide what colors the split colored cards are going to be that week. Well, in the event we don't die this turn, we get to kill them with the top deck Scapeshift. This is certainly a matchup where our Tireless Trackers are coming in out of the sideboard. I mean, they look neat, but they're still the wrong color. And they're not the wrong color because they look neat. They're the wrong color because Magic Online's bad at being Magic Online. Dead on board. Alright, so these get in here. A couple of paths is fine. Soaring Seacliff seems bad. Explore seems bad. What do we think of this sideboard plan? I think this seems okay. Maybe some helixes are supposed to come in, but probably not. Golden common. Alright, let's run it. See how it goes. You don't know what modern staple Soaring Seacliff does? Come on now, White Seal 45. Gotta keep up. These are format defining Magic cards. Format defining. Bring in Sphere. They're playing. It would make their Snapcasters worse. I remember when they spoiled Damping Sphere, there were people in random Reddit threads in Corner of the Earth where they're like, "You bring in Damping Sphere against Snapcaster Mage decks." And I was like, y'all don't understand why this card is good. No. You should only bring this card in against decks like Tron or decks like Storm or Ad Nauseam, where they're combo decks where they're trying to do a bunch of things to combo off. Just like boarding it in against Snapcaster Serum Visions decks is not where you want to be in life. It's nap time. Have a good nap, Brecken Sky. Yeah, I'm going to keep. This deck's got a bunch of lands in it. I like the threat density in this hand. Prismatic Omen plus Valakut's very good. Any good modern decks today. Depends on what your definition of good is. I think we have Black-Green Tron on the docket for later at some point. That's technically a good deck. We played Green-Black Rock this morning. You can find everything else that we plan to play on the in-between there and the donation queue. That's exactly what we wanted for Christmas. Another red source. Does Damping Sphere come in against elves? Maybe on the play. I don't know. It doesn't actually seem that good there. All right. I mean, like, our hand needs some green sources, but like, if we hit a green source, we have a plan, right? Yes, if you type ! donation queue in chat, you'll get a link to a Google Doc. That's a spreadsheet of the decks we plan to play today. Is this deck competitive? Do you mean, is it a deck that you could show up with and win some matches of Magic? Almost certainly. Almost certainly. Is it tier 1? Almost certainly not. I think it has a cohesive game plan. I think it has not linear draws that allow you to kill your opponent as early as the third turn. I think it has small amounts of interaction for the decks that tend to be a little bit faster than it on average. So I think it ticks a lot of the boxes that you want to tick if you're looking to play a rogue deck in Modern. Here's hoping we hit a green source so we can explore into another green source and play. Well, that's, yep. Them's the beats. Yeah, I would really love to get pathed. Missing for this long probably means we're too far behind, but we'll see. Their hand could just have too few answers and we can overpower them with our number of threats. Is it tier 3-2? Yep, definitely tier 3-2. I agree with that assessment. We are 2-0, 2-1, 2-0 in this league. We are 2-0. The important difference between the two is that Soaring Seacliff gets you over Thought Knot Seers and Reality Smashers and Matter Reshapers. It also gets you through boards where your opponent has multiple different colored ground creatures. I don't know why they're clicking me here. They shouldn't take anything. I'm missing a color. Maybe they like all 5 cards in their hand. I could see them maybe taking the Scapeshift to their hand is exceptionally bad against it, but in reality they should probably leave all 6 of these cards here because I can't guess them. It is optional, but like, you could probably derive from the fact that I've done nothing this game that my hand is green spells I can't cast. Take one more stab at a green source here. If we hit a green source and get to explore into Omen, we could be in an okay spot. That'll wrap that up. That was a little bit of an ambitious keep, but again, like, this deck doesn't have a lot of card selection in it, so like, when you have threats, hoping to draw lands isn't unreasonable in your 28 land deck, so I think you should keep hands like that speculatively in a matchup that's attrition based. Two and one. Incoming. Stop it, chat. You evil people in your bingo squares. You kids and your rudeness. This is a 3-2 deck. It's tier 3-2, chat. It's not terra bad, it's just mostly bad. That seems okay. It's a touch awkward that we need to use the fetch land to get red, so we don't have a fetch land to enable Renegade Rallier. Having spent a lot of time playing Jeskai Ascendancy, I don't understand what problem Sylvan Awakening solves that deck has. Because generally speaking, getting a creature into play wasn't the issue that deck has. Currently... What? Currently, there are just bragging rights for bingo boards. I think once we formalize something, maybe for the next long stream, we'll maybe do a prize of some sort for people. Probably just Jeskai Control. Jeskai Control has always been the most competitive blue-white shell in Modern, so putting a new good Planeswalker into the best existing shell is probably reasonable. Teferi alongside Lad Chad's probably pretty good, getting into the trials. What do we got, opponent? What do we got? Oh, Nivik. Was there a receipt for how much they cost in the envelope? That's the real dagger, if she knew how much each individual card cost. Ooh, burn again. Howdy, Yanksy.
Whoop.
Flagstones is actually a great draw here. Because not only does it make Plated Geopede better next turn, but it enables Revolt for the Renegade Rallier, which is nice. Green-Black went 4-1 this morning. We even beat Tron. Even beat Tron. So that's actually kind of great for us, right? We're getting set up really well to just race here. So yield on those. Do this, get Flagstones again here. I'm like, this is the aggro half of the aggro Scapeshift deck, right? Like, we're setting up for a potential Scapeshift kill really soon here, but like, all right, attack you for 9, go. Your move. Like, if they don't kill the Plated Geopede here, they're dead to the Scapeshift next turn. We actually haven't had a creature Scapeshift kill yet this league. This is why there's a Soaring Seacliff in the deck. Sejiri Steppe is much worse against Eldrazi. What's a flying creature that you're worried about in Modern? Because if you tell me protecting it from removal is important, it's not, because they'll just kill it in response to the Sejiri Steppe trigger. Good. Look at my big boy grow. Look at him. Look at all growed up. All growed up. Yeah, and like against Mantis Rider, that deck has a bunch of different colors of creatures. So Sejiri Steppe also isn't going to get you lethal against humans. It's not. So Sejiri Steppe and Soaring Seacliff are both bad against humans, and arguably Soaring Seacliff is better because they don't have a flying creature. It's more likely to kill them. But like, again, like the cards, yeah, and they're different colors too. That's not even strictly true. Like, all either is doing is pushing you through a blocker, and I think Soaring Seacliff is much more likely to push you through a blocker. Decks that are playing Celestial Colonnade are very removal heavy. You're not comboing decks that play Celestial Colonnade on average unless they are exceptionally unlucky or they're playing poorly. Tarka's Command isn't really a card people play. It's not really a card anymore. I guess Knight's kind of a big blocker. Like, I get it, Shed. This is actually my deck list. I put a lot of thought into the mana base. I've weighed the pros and cons of Soaring Seacliff and Sejiri Steppe. I think Soaring Seacliff is better. The only instance where Sejiri Steppe is better is when you can do neat tricks with Knight, I guess. But, like, if they have removal, they're just going to kill the Knight while it's summoning sick, and then Sejiri Steppe didn't matter. As far as pushing damage goes, as the only thing you're looking at, Soaring Seacliff is the best card for the job. As far as lands go, I think these are the cards I want to cut. I think these are just these 4 for 4 helixes. I don't want to path them too much because giving them too much mana. Sejiri Steppe has the slight upside of making white mana, and our deck has white spells in it, but like we have a ton of lands. Yeah, I must submit like this. This hand is very good. With Blessed Alliance, you can just kill them with Scapeshift. You can just get to 6 or 7 lands and cast Scapeshift and kill them. Because they suspended a Rift Bolt on one here anyways, I'm not going to Fetch Shock to put Steppe Lynx into play. I'm just going to grab a Temple Garden tapped here. Is it at all reasonable to play both? I don't think it is. So this mana base has infinite constraints on it. This mana base wants to be able... This mana base needs Valakuts in it. It needs multiple Valakuts. It needs enough mountains to trigger Valakut without Prismatic Omen. It needs 4 Flagstones of Trokair. It needs enough plains for the 4 Flagstones of Trokair to be lethal through Scapeshift. So there's a lot of different directions that the mana base is being pulled in. A lot of different directions. I almost pathed that, but it looked like they were going to miss their land drop, so I really didn't want to path them while they're missing a land drop. I didn't play the Steppe Lynx out because I want to hold up Lightning Helix here. Correct. It is a base green deck that plays Flagstones and is, yep. That's the God's honest truth. All right, are they dead? I don't actually know the math on killing them from 20 here. The fact that I have this plains, this forest in my hand, so this is 1 landfall trigger. I need 10 landfall triggers, right? So this is 1 landfall trigger. This would be 2 landfall triggers. This would be 4 landfall triggers. So 1, 2, and 4 is 6, and then 3. So I could The problem is I drew both my basic lands, so I can't actually fetch. I can't actually. So if I go, no wait, I'd be going to 4, right? I'd be going to 4, right? This is 3 and this is 3. I'd go to 4. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know why I thought it was going to 3. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. I can go to 4. Yeah, and then this is 4 triggers plus 3 triggers on the flagstones. So this is why you have 4 flagstones in your deck, because you get 4 flagstones here, and then 3 of them die to the legend rule, which go get 3 more lands. Just a good. Who's a good little kitty? Yes, you are. Who's a good little kitty? Yes, you are. You're a good little kitty cat. This is, like I said, a lot of constraints on the mana base. So you could do that. Thanks for the bits, Mangled Mailman. And if you think this deck is sweet, we're 3-1 with it now in this league. We played this deck earlier this week as well. Be sure to check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland. You can catch all of my replays there. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Hope everyone's having a great Friday, great start to your weekend. I'm a professional streamer, memer, content producer, whatever you want to call it here. At any rate, I stream Magic 30 plus hours a week here on this Twitch channel. If you're enjoying my stuff, please consider subscribing to my channel. My subscribers are what keep me here full time. Also, be sure to check out the sponsors. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using code Jeff12, you can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, and bags with them. Cardsphere.com would love to help you turn your Magic cards into other cards or cash with other players directly. There's no haggling. They just take 1% fee off the top. And of course, this stream is made possible by viewers like Anaronix, Justin, Nivik, and you. At the very least, if you are new, make sure you hit that follow button. Following the stream doesn't cost you anything, and it lets you know when I go live and with what. I'm always streaming lots of different things. I try and put the names of a lot of decks that we're playing on a given day in the stream title. And like I just plugged a second ago, if a deck's coming up that sounds sweet, but you can't catch it live, check out the YouTube. Everything gets archived there, and I break them up by deck and by matchup so you can watch just the stuff that you care about. We're heading into the 5th match here in this league with the Aggro Scapeshift deck. And after this one, we're going to be playing actually another landfall-based aggressive deck, but it's got more of a zoo backup plan as opposed to a Scapeshift backup plan. You made me lunch.
I'm the best wife ever.
You are the best wife ever. Isn't she the best? She knows I don't cook for myself midstream. I just eat snacks, so she made me lunch.
'Cause I'm awesome.
You're definitely top 2 for my favorite wives.
That's where I want to be.
All right. Waiting for the cue to pop.
Do they even see how you treat me?
I'm just the worst.
You see how I'm treated, chat?
Alright, let's start on the play here. Yeah, this hand seems decent. There's no fetch lands to power out our pretty kitty, but we get to go cat and tonight.
Whatever. Jerk face.
I love you.
Whatever.
All right. Are there any changes from the last time we streamed this deck? Yeah, actually, that's pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and use the fetch land this turn just so I get in max damage while I don't have blockers. The changes from last time are I've got Tireless Trackers and I've got some Abrades in the sideboard. Their start's kind of slow, and we were on the play, so maybe we can win this. If we hit a Prismatic Omen or a Scapeshift, we could maybe finish them off here. And this is a place where Soaring Seacliff and Sajiri Steppe are both bad, right? Like, neither of them allow us to attack through what Affinity has going on. If they tap out here, come on, Scapeshift. Come on, Scapeshift. Come on, Scapeshift. Come on. Daddy needs a Scapeshift. Daddy needs a Scapeshift. Daddy needs a Scapeshift. Come on. Come on, Papa needs a Scapeshift. That is not the Scapeshift I was dreaming of. Are we dead next turn? We're getting pretty close, right? Was the stirring loud over the thing? Are we dead on board? Oh yeah, we're super dead to the Sink Both, right? Super dead to the Ink Both. I'm not gonna make them click through it. Let's just get on with our day, shall we? Yeah, we could have jumped with the cat, maybe. Alright, one Stony, some Abrade, some Helixes. Cut these Explorers. Cut these Renegade Ralliers, and let's do it. It's your fault. Look, it's King of the Hill's fault. It's not my fault. They had 2 Ink Balls, so we were dead even with trying to block. Yep. This has the Scapeshift in the opener. So if we get pretty lucky, we could have a window to kill on 4, assuming they don't have any flying blockers. They keep telling me this is an esport, but Gatorade doesn't want to sponsor it for some reason. I don't get it. Why don't you want to sponsor my sport, Gatorade? It is red water, according to Declan. Oh, actually, my sequencing here is, I guess it doesn't matter, because I'm going to play Knight on 3, which means that the Knight can make an extra mana on 4. All right, so we need them to not kill us this turn and not leave a flying blocker up. I stream at 60 frames per second. Not that you really need 60 frames per second for a card game. If they have second cranial plating, we're actually still okay here, right? Because the Knight can block. We need them. The key here is we need them to tap out of these flying blockers. We actually played Traverse Death Shadow yesterday on stream, You should go check my YouTube archives for the deck list we played, as well as the matches. You can see my thoughts and feelings at the end for a wrap up on what I like and dislike about the archetype after having just played it. This won't be quite lethal, right? Because this is only going to be... We're only going to add 1 for... Oh, sweet. Are they getting aggressive? No, we played it with shadows, too. We played a traverse build with shadow and a traverse build without. We played without shadows on Wednesday or Tuesday. Yesterday, we definitely played with shadows. Sweet. Sweet. Sweet, sweet lethal. We're only getting this here because our opponent doesn't know what our deck does. Yep. Sweet. They're dead. Who's a good little pretty kitty? Yes, you are. Who's the prettiest little kitty there ever was? You're the prettiest little kitty there ever was. Yes, you are. Who's a cute little kitty cat? Just the cutest little kitty cat. I'll get 3 flagstones. And the Soaring Seacliff here. Meow. Welcome to Thunderdome, opponent. Welcome to Thunderdome. Nope. My kitty is here and it flies. They're not gonna tap out of blockers next game. This is a freebie because they didn't know the Seacliff was coming. This deck, or this archetype, put up a top 64 finish at a Grand Prix in 2016, I think, and then I took it and made some changes. What am I eating? This is a... Threw the lid out, Chip. This is a... Michelina's Fettuccine Alfredo. It's like... It's medium good. It's not like Amy's good, but it's cheaper than Amy's too. So like, you know, it gets a small pass. It's like a solid like B plus as far as frozen foods go. That's another cat, huh? They're missing a second land drop, so that's good for us. Like, that's basically all I want out of Twitch, is a food/drink sponsor. It's really not asking that much, is it? No, my kitties! That's so rude, opponent. I guess I could have played Wooded Foothills to play around that. What's my motivation for saying to eat vegetarian? I just don't really like meat. I probably try chicken once every year or two just to like see if my taste buds have changed or if I remember something wrong, but like I just really don't enjoy how it tastes, so I don't eat it. Yeah, we're just gonna be too slow here, right? It's like we're just gonna get the old 3-2 here. I don't know if we necessarily... Yeah, we probably would have been able to win if I would have held the Wooded Foothills. Like, they're obviously leaning into this Whip Flare pretty hard. Yeah, Whip Flare wasn't a card that was on my mind. Yeah, Explorers... No, I boarded Explore out, right? Definitely boarded Explore out. Boarded out Renegade Rallier too. Yeah, if I would have held the Wooded Foothills to save my cats, we might have been able to kill them this turn with the Scapeshift with 2 cats, or at least they would have been forced to play defensively to respect the Scapeshift and not die, is what it could have come down to. Oh, this is exactly lethal, right? Or it's 1 over lethal? Yeah, good games, opponent. Yeah, so I think Whip Flare should have been a card that was on my mind, and then I could have protected my poor little pretty kitties from it. Any rate, we got the 3 and 2. These cards in the sideboard. Rest in Peace is probably bad in this board. I had it in here once upon a time because Damping Sphere didn't exist. You needed a hate card for Storm, but like with Damping Sphere existing, Rest in Peace should probably just go now. And I trimmed them down in order to add Damping Spheres, but probably just get rid of it altogether. Another Stony Silence wouldn't be the worst. Maybe another Abrade or something like that. All right, what are we doing? Up next.